Hello everybody and Merry Christmas. I hope that this is coming in a lot smoother than what I'm seeing over here because I wanted to have a little Christmas. It looks like it's playing. Okay, all right, we're doing good. We're doing kinda, sorta good. So it's Christmas Eve. I want to say thank you guys to everybody that's making this possible. Everybody that's made the Burmese Brigade a possible thing. And don't worry, we're going to do the super chat. It's right there. Okay, so we're taking all super chats and regular chats. And Merry Christmas to you, Amy. I hope that you also have a healthy and prosperous 2020. Okay? So we're doing this from the living room. There could be drop frames. I can't promise you anything. But I thought to myself, look at these ghosts of Epstein's past. There's just so many of them. And, you know, you got Hillary Clinton over there, Bill, you got the painting, you got Weinstein, he's somebody we're going to focus on. You got Spacey, who's in the news today, right? So, if you don't know about these things, if you don't know about Spacey and his new creepy Frank Underwood deal, we're going to get right into that. I'm going to take all the super chats that come up in all the chats, and I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, because the people we're about to talk about are not good people. They are not good people at all. So, and by the way, hopefully everybody can hear me. I want to just make sure. I'm going to jump in there. Everybody, no audio? Audio down. No audio. Is there no audio at all? Can't hear or see you. Oops, what happened? Guys, tell me right now whether you can hear or see me. Can we hear and see me over here? It's back up. We're good. Man, I'm sorry. I have this little budget computer. No, it's back. All right. We can hear you now. Okay, great. Great. So Spacey gives another creepy Frank Underwood, I'm going to come back kind of thing. If you haven't seen it yet, it's terrible. It's as bad as the one last year. But let's talk about some real life creeps before we start getting into the question. And just so you know, the Gouffre Dershowitz case with Epstein still going on, the defamation case, and now there has been some stuff for forensics, and the forensics that they're looking at is this phone call that's alleged to have happened between Boys and him, where Boys supposedly in the background admitted he thought Gouffre Roberts may have been lying, perhaps, whatever. I want to remind everybody that Harvey Weinstein, who's walking, was also recently accused of assaulting a 16-year-old model. And we also know that Weinstein, another person who, again, is very close in this knit circle of Epstein heads, yeah, he already went after Beckinsale when she was 17. Just pointing that out. That's where the MeToo movement is, okay? That's where it's at. That's the reality of the situation. So we're going to do it. We're going to try to get all these questions in. We're going to see what happens if it buffers or whatever. And I'm sorry, it's Christmas Eve. So I hope everybody has a cool setup. I can't wait for the girls to come up tomorrow. They've already opened one gift earlier today. I haven't done a lot this last couple of days. I thought I was going to do more. But I spent a lot of time with the kids. And we went and saw Jumanji 2 in the theaters today. So Merry Christmas to everybody. Merry Christmas. The ghost of Who Done It. Well, there's plenty of those people right in the thumbnails that need to be looked at. I didn't even put Ghislaine Maxwell or Dershowitz in the thumbnail. All right, so let's see. Thanks, Amy, and Merry Christmas. Yo. Love the artwork for the Splash, Jay. Thank you so much. But guys, think about it. Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, not really having to answer any real questions about this. Hillary Clinton about to promote herself as, I believe, the front runner in the 2020 race. I think Biden's going to have to bow out. Biden can't survive this. It's about to become a full-on circus show with the Ukraine thing and the impeachment, yada, yada, yada. Let's see. Happy Christmas, Jason, man. All right. Happy Christmas to you. Merry Christmas, Jason, and everyone. Yes, Merry Christmas. Can I not say yank? Sure, you can say yank. My last comment wasn't removed, was it? I'm sorry. I didn't do that. Yeah, kinda. I'm an American-Canadian Yankee, if you want to be specific. Okay, that's getting weird. Family is here watching. Audrey Hepburn. Gin is poured, and I'm in the cannabis cabin. Merry Christmas, Burmese Brigade. Brian Telford, Merry Christmas to you. Thank you for supporting me this year and this channel. Let's see. Just being stupid like someone else. What is going on here? What is going on here? Let's see. Stupid is as stupid does. Uni Chick McGee, try choosing live chat. Yeah, I think I've got the live chat one going. This is live, so this isn't just the top chat. See, this is what happens when it gets held for review. Harvey Weinstein likes to jag off into plant pots. Apparently he does. And he also likes to walk free on an insurance scam that, basically we all saw coming. I mean, anybody that was paying attention knew that MeToo movement was a big joke. Just thinking about it makes my mouth start to water. What? Ew. You like Harvey's custard, huh? What is going on here? Steinman, I know you love to troll. Okay, can we cut it? Can we not? Can we have a nice Christmas Eve with gingerbread snacks and cookies and sugar plums and things of that nature, my friend? I know it sucks that, again, to go back for those just joining us, that, Weinstein, we all knew about his beck and sale at 17. We've got this new 16-year-old model. No one's reporting on the Geffrey Roberts and Dershowitz case, although there were motions filed yesterday on the 23rd. Let's see. Oh, by the way, they found that missing Epstein video, so I'm curious to see what's on it. I'm sure you are as well. Who knows? Man, I hope the audio at least is coming through and it's not jibber jabber. This Outward Studio just isn't cutting it for my XSplit. And I think it's like one of the more powerful graphics cards I can get for this little rig. Alright, so let's continue on here. Oh, didn't want to do that. Didn't want to do that. Let's do that. Thank you. Alright, go back to the... Oh, Khashoggi's in there. Let's not forget all the arms dealing. Didn't put Prince Andrew in there either. But there's plenty of Epstein connections out there. Miss the Granny... Oh, well, I'm sorry about that, Sailor Spirit. I know it's that time of the year you want to be around family. I'm in Baum near WWC. I don't know what that means. I like food. I smoke just enough pot. Just had a steak, and I'm going to slow cook a ham for the rest of the evening. Bill likes to just sit in the back and, wow, you just, Steinman, that's all you talk about, huh? Those are some images I didn't need on Christmas Eve at all. Just a jaunt down 5, LOL. Who is watching A Christmas Story? What a great movie that is. Kevin likes it when other... Oh, geez. Well, Kevin Spacey, what a great year. In that he talks about what a great year he had. Yeah, the guy accusing him of sexually assault just mysteriously died in his 40s. Nobody seems to know how. It's kind of nutty. It's weird. Wow, this chat has taken a turn. Yes, it did. Looks good, bro. Merry Christmas, Jason. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. What happened? I don't know, but Merry Christmas. They lost me. Yes, I hope we fixed it. And you're back. Refresh. 5x5. Merry Christmas to everybody. Let's see. We're still... Oh, there was a big jump. It's a big jump. We're going to go up. There we go. So here we are on the Merry Christmas. What happened, folks? So if you want the updates... Harvey Weinstein, 16-year-old girl accusing him. She was a former model. Now, remember, 17-year-old Kate Beckinsale had already done so. They found those Epstein videos, guys, supposedly, so it's going to be interesting what happened in that first suicide attempt. You know what I think? You know what Mark Epstein has said? I think Tartiglione stinks. I think if they're going to release anything, it's not going to show what we think it's going to show, or it's going to be obscured, or yada, yada, yada. It's going to show you a piece of the story. Lord knows. Dershowitz and Geffrey Roberts were in court yesterday. More motions. Remember that 10,000 pages. That's not getting ruled out until January, and it looks like it's going to get sealed. They're really in full cover-up mode right now, and Spacey is dropping Frank Underwood Christmas Eve nonsense. And by the way, Merry Christmas. All right, it's back up. I can see and hear you. It's all good. Yep, sounds good. Good now. Small echo. There is a small echo, is there? I'm sorry about that. My living room is echoey. Did you hear about the latest Epstein victim saying the two accusers are plants trying to deflect from actual death rituals? They aren't suing the estate. Which accusers are they saying are plants, Social Observer? I doubt Geffrey Roberts is a plant. Although, again, the thing has been rife for disinformation from the get-go. And remember that whole hacker bit that came out in the New York Times? Believe me, That looks like one of those black cube type operations that Dershowitz not only encouraged, but probably facilitated. Audio down. Okay. Yeah, we did all that. Let's see. 5x5. What's this 5x5? I don't know what that means. Hear and see you. Hear and see you loud and clear, Jason. Audio and video are good now. They stopped for a few seconds. Yeah. Unfortunately, this just isn't the rig, ski, and hutch that I should be doing this on. Audio good. And finally, Donald Trump. Jeez. Steinman can't help himself. Spacey doesn't look like a Christmas kind of guy. No, he sure doesn't. Well, unless he's playing the Krampus in some kind of a crazy, murder horror movie. Sorry, I think he'd kill it in there. Hey, Kevin? Huh? Let's see. Weinstein apparently isn't doing... That's nonsense. Yeah, when they go to court, they're always on a walker, and they're always not doing well. Always not doing well. He's doing just fine. He's doing just fine. He's got the money for the best doctors in the world, the best medication in the world. Nobody lasts forever. But for a guy that doesn't really take care of himself, believe me, he can afford a physician. I'm not shedding any tears for Harvey Weinstein, okay? Just hashtag Kevin Spacey on Twitter. Can't miss it. No, you can't miss it. You can watch the whole 1 minute horror fest yourself. It's terrible. Thanks for doing this. Pleasant surprise. Well, thank you, Able Star Official. I appreciate it. Wait, we're flipping. We're flipping. And by the way, Karma, right behind me. I don't know if you can see her. She's right below the... Karma, baby. You want a treat, Karma? You want a treat? Want to come on over? Oh, here you come. There, you saw an ear, right, guys? Well, let's give her a treat. Sit. Yeah, you're a good girl. Yeah, and by the way, Karma's doing great. I know a lot of you guys love Karma. Also joining me for this Epstein and whatever is Homer Simpson. Salvation Army fun. Did you see InfoWars on Monday with the ex-CIA? No, I didn't, Jambar. What ex-CIA did they have? And by the way, Biden does suck. And Red Pill's latest video has it towards the end. I don't know what that means. Thanks for showing me John Fitch, like what he has been doing. Well, thank you, RC Propaganda. I love John, and I really have fun with him on that weekly show. You know, Mixed Martial Mindset is maybe just a pet project for me, but I hope it builds into a lot more than that. Because it's a fun, not only fun, but you know, MMA needs truth just like any other thing. Merry Christmas to you, GoRose604. We appreciate that super chat. Let's see. Jason, watch the Mike Taraga interview. A man from London who was molested in care since the age of 4. Isn't that the one with Sean Atwood? I think I watched the live premiere of that. He's got kind of like a handlebar type, like motorcycle man mustache, and he had the glasses, and he was in a hospital bed, Steinman. I believe I did watch that. Let's see. MeToo movement had potential. Did it, Grant? What potential did it have? I'm waiting. Who went to jail for that MeToo movement? Harvey Weinstein didn't. The only person I saw go to jail was Bill Cosby. And boy, I want to feed into stereotypes that feed into conspiracy theories. Well, it was the black man that went. And now it's R. Kelly, the other black man that's went. But really, that wasn't a Me Too thing for me, because I've been talking about it for 20 plus years. It was more of a he's a child molester. By the way, more things broke out about Kelly, that he only had to pay $500 for the fake documentation on Aaliyah for that marriage license. That came out this week. And she was apparently pregnant. That's also something we should be covering. But since we're just talking about the ghosts of Epstein and talking about ghosts, guys, you can't miss if you're on the West Coast and you got the kids and you want to watch a really great rendition of A Christmas Carol. The Muppets Christmas Carol is just really one of the best out there still. Stands up from the early 90s. It was I think the first feature film they did after Jim Henson had died. And it's fantastic. Me and the kids absolutely loved it. Like I said, been spending a lot of time with the kids, and this is the time to do it, to spend time with family as much as possible. Let's see. Biden will be exposed through impeachment. I don't know. They think they're going to guard and protect him. Maybe Hunter will be first arrest. Guys, Elizabeth, I love you. Okay, listen to me, Elizabeth. I absolutely love you. I love people like you. I love the enthusiasm. Even Ray McGovern was talking about these arrests. I would not hold my breath. I would not hold my breath. You got to stop believing in superheroes, expose these people as much as possible, and instead of cheerleading for them to do it, like this Trump administration, put pressure on them to do it. Say, why aren't you doing it? Don't be apologetic. That's all I'm saying. Bogus Hype, Merry Christmas. Thanks for fighting. Thank you very much, Bogus Hype, for joining the stream. Jason, I feel it's very honorable you stepping up to offer your sister some help and being an honest man for those girls. Merry Christmas, bro. We love you. Hey, man, I'm telling you what, tomorrow, Christmas morning, I mean, those are, all the gifts there are my nieces. They're, you know, I treat them like my daughters. Of course I do. Why wouldn't I? Like, I love having them around. It's not easy all the time. Anybody who's raised kids knows it's not easy all the time, but it's more than rewarding. And, you know, I'm trying to raise really good people, and I'm trying to have a really good doggy. I know they love my doggy too. Right, Carmen? You want to come up here? You want to go up? See if you can come up. Huh? You want to jump? I don't know if she's going to be able to do it, guys. Maybe we'll get another biscuit or treat. She liked these. She mouthed that one down. Let's see. Come on. Up. Up, 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 up. I don't think she's going to do it. Here. Okay. Yeah, sorry. All right. Ignored. Sorry, didn't think it would be read aloud. No, that's what we do here on the AMAs. Was talking about the toasted roll sandwich. I don't know what that is. Mike Taraga was also molested by Ted Heath, Prime Minister of Britain in the 1960s. I believe that was the interview that I saw then. Yeah, that was a really good job by Sean Atwood. You know, not that I've seen any bad stuff by Atwood, but, you know, the John Dugan stuff I'm obviously very skeptical of. I haven't watched a lot of Atwood, but I give him credit for interviews like that, being on the ground and talking to real witnesses and real victims. Absolutely. Thank you for keeping up on the exposition of the pedo world. We've got to, dude, think about it. You got Kevin Spacey, a guy who was outed as a child predator by another actor from the Star Trek series, saying that when he was 14, he was plied with alcohol by the guy in a hotel room, and he tried to come on to him, and the media first tried to make it his coming out party. We got a problem. Kevin Spacey's not going to jail. The people that sued Kevin Spacey, yeah, they're dead. We had a pretty good year this year, eh, Kevin? Hey, Frank? Hey, Frank Underwood? And then he puts crap like this out. Don't think he's not, you know, predicating that he's making a Hollywood comeback. Don't think that Harvey Weinstein doesn't have all the money in the world and eventually wants to reinvest in Hollywood, even with 16-year-old girls coming out against him. You know, allegedly. All right, let's keep going. You look not... You look okay, bro. You look not like yourself. What do you mean? Well, I mean, I know I have the different, it's probably like the different camera. I got this in the background. I'm wearing the ugly sweater thing here. Let's stand it up. Oh, sorry, Carm. I'm wearing the belly sweater right there. Oh, right there. Oh, you like that, did you, Carmen? Yeah, what a girl. Yeah, we're out of the office. We're in the living room. We're doing it live. The video has probably been doctored by now. Wouldn't be hard if you're talking about the surveillance video. If the original video is not fake. Watching from the UK, Merry Christmas, Burmis, and keep up the great work. Merry Christmas to you, Lois Small. And is that Brian? Of course it is. Brian, thank you so much. Merry Christmas, brother. Merry Christmas, Burmis Brigade. Love to see a major channel growth in 2020. I sure hope so, man. I'm going to do everything I can to do that. Again, I know I have been a little slow this week, and I apologize for that. I did do the 26 videos in 24 hours, but again, with the kids around, with the opportunity to spend the time with them, to, you know, have them around this holiday season and not just, you know, have them going down to Virginia and stuff, I'm trying to make the best of it. I heard you, Sailor Sprint. Okay, keep up the great work. We'll need some proof that Epstein is really the person in the newly found video. Yeah, I remember there was that dark web hoax this week too, of like the most grainy thing of what looked like a gang member did on the floor or something like that. It looked like there were weird tattoos. It didn't look anything like Epstein. So bizarre. Let's see. I imagine it being like an SNL skit. It's fine. Let's keep going. Oh, Social Observer. Have you dabbled with the Spacey Epstein connection. Yeah, we've talked about the Spacey Epstein connection. Spacey, first of all, Spacey and Trump, not Spacey and Trump, sorry, no, don't come after me, not Spacey and Trump. Spacey and Clinton have a very long-standing relationship. Oh, I didn't see this, Tara Thralls. Jason, how do you give karma the turmeric? You stay right here and I'll show you. Okay. So just so everybody gets a look at it, I got karma next to me right here, so you can all see. This is it. This is what I've got, okay? So the turmeric curcumin is this. And honestly, and by the way, one a day is what I do. I just pull it apart and I mix it with her food. And that is a mix of this right here. This is probably the most expensive part. This is the Honest Paws Purity, the CBD, the highest grade they sell. Now, sometimes, and right now she actually has one, so this helps with that, but this is Demonuse, okay? And basically it's like a, cranberry stuff extract. So that, again, I pull the pill apart, it goes in there. 1 pill of vitamin E, okay, and I usually pierce that and put it in. And then, here are the ProSense packets, and there are 3 of each of these in here. So I gotta crack a new one. Okay. And this is the fenbenzidol, okay, the Joe Tippins treatment is what I'm showing you guys, mycancerstory.rocks, and I break this into 3 treatments. So only a third of this goes with the rest of that. I know a lot of people ask me how I do that, and I just mix it with food. Supposedly, if you read the studies, the fattier the foods, the better. And, she finished off a steak with me earlier, but she'll still, I'm going to be cooking something else, and we'll figure out, it's probably some rice and meat. Vegetables are trying to get it in there. All right, so I hope that helped, Tara Throws. Let's get back up to where we're at. And remember, we'll try to take all super chats, guys. Sorry, did you hear about the latest victim saying the 2... Oh, yep, we did read that one. All right, let's see what we got here. Man, all right, potential, ignored, toasted roll, doctored video. Oh, by the way, Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. From about 12 years ago, by the way, what's that? What are we talking about 12 years ago? SNL skit. I don't know what we're talking about here. MAGA Christmas. Oh, Brenda. People in love to you and yours, Jason. Thank you for a voice of reason and truth. I appreciate you for thinking I am a voice of reason and truth because, number 1, I try to have discernment. Number 2, I try to tell the truth. I'm not perfect. We all make mistakes, but I'm certainly not out here to griggity grift anybody. Hello, and I don't have an agenda other than the truth, man. I think that it should be universal. Lies don't make friends. Let's see. Space and Hanks may be secretly married. Listen, I got to see some real evidence other than one accuser on Tom Hanks that's never really filed anything against him. I'm just saying that. We got to be very careful. That's one of those discernment things. One of my very good friends, I mean very good friends, you guys in my fraternity, I lived with him. He was actually living with me when the loose change thing started, but obviously I knew him before that. He's the assistant director on that latest Tom Hanks Mr. Rogers film. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm sure he did a friggin' bang-up job, because the other films that he's AD on, which is You Were Never Really Here, it's fantastic. You need to see it. And by the way, if you haven't seen You Were Never Really Here with Joaquin Phoenix, forget about the Joker, man. This is the movie. This is about elite child sex trafficking, and nobody talked about it. Talk about an Oscar-worthy performance. You Were Never Really Here. Go check it out. And he was also the assistant director on The Old Man and the Gun, which is like, if you're about my age to what they call boomers now. I guess I could be a boomer at 40. Who knows? Everybody's a boomer. But if you are somebody that likes an old school, slower, dialogue-esque picture about human relationships, The Old Man and the Gun is fantastic. Tom's done just a great job. So let's continue on. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, Sherry. Cheers, Jason. Good to spend Christmas Eve with you. All alone for a few days is more. 2009, I was 18 and loose change blew my mind. Well, thanks, man. Appreciate it. And by the way, guys, I've spent Christmases alone. You know, sometimes you feel detached from your family, or you just feel isolated in general, or you don't want to spend time with your family because you don't want to maybe talk about what you're up to because maybe you're not proud of it, or it's not what you thought about, and you know, there's a lot of different reasons. So I'm really hoping that the holidays, for the most part, for my audience here, is a great time because there are creep bags like Kevin Spacey doing, you know, Christmas greetings on days like today, and they're not in jail, and they should be, and they're millionaires, and they're flying all around the world. It's terrible. Let's see. Merry Christmas. What did I miss? Whatchamacallit. Hopefully I've went over it. Remember, we got some developments on Weinstein, developments on Dershowitz, Griffey Roberts, developments on the video, and of course the Spacey stuff. Let me know about let him know about Mike Taranga. Who am I letting know about it? I feel these tapes are fakes. What tapes? If you are accused of serious crime and a witness turns up dead, it should be an automatic murder conviction for you. I don't know about that, but you should really be going hard. It shouldn't be like you back off. You should go 10 times harder. Jason, that's not a Christmas name. What's not a Christmas name? No, Jason? I guess not. Just kidding. Jason, we did it. There's you saw it, Tara Thrells. So these tapes aren't deep fakes. Who knows what we're going to see? In the age of deep fakes, we need to stop trusting everything. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, some of those Bin Laden videos, especially the ones where it was just Bin Laden in front, it wasn't him interacting with people, I was always highly suspicious of the quality of those. Still to this day, I feel like not all of those were genuine. So, you know, and we talk about the beheading videos. I think those should be questioned for many reasons. Not all of them, but some of them for sure. Tina Wright says, looking good. Well, thank you, Tina. I appreciate that. Merry Christmas to you. What's up? What's wrong, baby? Huh? You want some Homer Simpson? Want some Homer? I don't want a copyright claim. We'll get a copyright claim. It'll be no good. I saw a lot of crypto stuff was getting copyright claims and strikes, or not copyright claims, violations and strikes, whatever that means. That's scary. Let's see. Truth shall let's see. Haven't observed these government religious holidays and traditions for decades. Truth shall set you free, Jason. Blessing and thank you. What's this? Another one from the Social Observer. Discernment is key. You can't spell believe without lie. And plenty of people play off of belief systems to lie to people for gain. All right? And that's, like, again, how do you think politicians make it? How do you think lawyers make it? Why do you think so many lawyers are politicians? Because they play off belief systems. Why do you think there's a jury selection? They want to know what kind of background you have, what you tend to believe, what your belief systems are. In a lot of cases, that's because they're getting ready to lie their asses off to you, just like politicians. Just saying. Just saying, okay? All right, let's see. Check out Brian Harvey. Merry Christmas, Tina. I like your glow, though, right now. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Got a little Christmas glow. Jason, do you ever hear about the girl on YouTube saying she was Epstein victim but isn't getting any media coverage? Is that the one with the black hair? Look, listen, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there, but you need... Let's talk about this. Do you remember when a lot of people got suckered in to a certain person saying that he had been molested at a certain outlet, and this was all after the pedogate stuff, right? And what was he? He was a grifting heroin addict. And believe me, people tried to get me to cover that, and people tried to get me to have these people on. I'm very hesitant, man. I need evidence before I really jump into anything. In fact, you want some breaking news? I'll tell you what. This is something that maybe someone out there can verify, but I was told by somebody, and this is somebody I've known for a very long time, and not somebody in this world or that watches me, etc. I just happened to make a comment on a post that totally unrelated to any of this, and he texted me, and what he does is hazardous waste removal. And right now, it seems that Goldman Sachs is looking to get rid of the rest of their World Trade Center stuff from 9/11, and that it's been under heavy guard, and they needed to be decontaminated and destroyed on site. So they're taking contracts for that. Now, why am I saying that? because somebody can maybe give me a memo. This person says that his supervisor talked to him about it and that they've put in a bid. I said, if you can give me any paperwork, I'd love that. And he said he'll see what he can do. But listen, if this guy's got a bid and he knows about it, I'm sure there's somebody out there that works in hazmat that might know about it as well. And obviously I'm in New York, so Northeast are probably the companies that are going to be contracted to do that. So if anybody can tell me about Goldman Sachs and what they have under lock and key and guard on 9/11, I'd love to know. All those files, all those computies, whatever was recovered. Good old Goldman Sachs. Good old Goldman Sachs. I don't know if 5x5 is Q talk. Oh, is that what they're saying? I don't know what that means. See, I don't know any of that nonsense. I pay attention to real things. What are we talking about? Did you read today's article about Epstein by Zero Hedge? I did not, MF Doom. I did not. I'm still trying to get Whitney Webb back on. Whitney Webb is really probably overwhelmed with the amount of requests she's currently had. To go in from basic obscurity, and that's not to demean her by any means. She did some very powerful stuff prior to the Epstein work, but to kind of just be on the outskirts and get the occasional email, to be then inundated with interview requests and then hit pieces and people mentioning your work. Well, it kind of changes the game, believe me, I know. So we'll get Whitney back on. But Merry Christmas, Whitney, if you end up watching this for any reason. Merry Christmas to you and your family and Carmel. Well, thank you so much, Jennifer. Brian says he's fine. Sicilian flu. F Harvey, he's faking. Yeah, no, Harvey was fine. They are still, every article, act like Trump was Epstein's best friend. Well, they weren't buddies. Let's not act like they weren't buddies, okay? They certainly were. And that doesn't mean that he took part in any of the pedophilia. Okay, I want to make that very clear. Although he was the only one to give credible evidence that banned him from Mar-a-Lago. So, again, this is why the ABC thing wasn't a huge revelation to me. You got to understand that book, Filthy Rich, Elizabeth, was already out, and it already said that basically it was the Mar-a-Lago incident, which, if you believe it, it happened with Virginia Giuffre Roberts, the person in all of these lawsuits, that eyewitness. Her father was the person that worked at Mar-a-Lago, and Trump liked as a trusted employee. So when he found out that she had been trafficked, that's when he supposedly pulled the trigger and then ended their relationship together. Let's see, what do we got? Wow, 5 and 5. Oh, 5x5 means loud and clear, does it? Truthiness? Okay. See, I'm not a military guy either. Oh, let's see, what else do you have? You healed that dog outright. Hey, Skis, I don't know about that. I know it's Christmas time, and my dog is still here. And that makes me very happy. And you know what? Hold on one second. Oh! But I don't want too much of it out there, but I keep this as a reminder. And this is the actual invoice. Okay, I'm not sure how much of that's going to come in on the thing, but in it, you can clearly see what the date is. We'll get that up there. That's 8/15, okay? Remember, they gave me 2 weeks to 2 months. And you can see here that on the top there's the office visit, there's the 2 x-rays, there's the caprofen, which is basically the dope meds that they gave her, and told me it was all over. So, again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not telling you what to do, but if you or a loved one may have cancer, maybe it's time to go check out mycancerstory.rocks and go look into the fenbenzidol and the CBD and the turmeric curcumin and the vitamin E and other more natural remedies other than radiating yourself. Okay, again, they didn't obviously give me that option with my dog. They said, call us in a week and, make sure she's okay. And if we've got let me read this for you word for word, right here on the bottom. Let's see. Karma most likely has osteosarcoma. This is a very common bone cancer in dogs. I cannot give you an exact time frame, but this disease often moves fast. We will focus on controlling her pain as best we can. If she seems painful on the carprofen, Please let me know, and we can add another pain medication. So they were willing to double up her pain meds, or death meds. You know, ugh. I mean, who knows if she'll be around next Christmas or how much longer she's going to make it, but she's here this Christmas. That's pretty awesome. All right, let's keep going. Holly Jolly Homer. It's good stuff. Good stuff. I heard about Alex Epstein crap. I don't know what that is. Sean Atwood is a plant. I don't know much about Sean, other than he was in prison. As his backstory. Steve Pieczenik needs to be taken with a grain of salt. Anything Steve Pieczenik says needs to be taken with a grain of salt. He's certainly somebody that I don't think is a trusted source. Can't trust Alex, but sure trust Q. Oh, Elizabeth. Listen, be your own hero. Talk to other really good researchers that aren't going to tell you that they know 100% truth. Anybody out there, by the way, guys, that's telling me I'm the only truth teller, or I tell the most truth out of everybody. Listen, people that want the truth out there aren't that egotistical. Okay, don't get me wrong. Everybody's got an ego, but you definitely got to take things with an utter grain of salt. All right, please watch the Tommy Robinson Oxford address ISIS in England child. I haven't seen that yet. No, people have been mailing me that though. I will say that. Slaves. Al Franken did resign. That's a plus. Yeah, but so what? Al Franken was a big fish to you, Forrest. I mean, he was a face for the Democratic Party. If that's your judgment on MeToo. All right, so let's look at the hypocrisy there. As far as I know, Al Franken has never fucking raped anybody. He's never been accused of raping fucking anybody. But Kevin Spacey sure was accused of sexually assaulting several men. He was also accused of trying to sexually assault a teenage child. And they're walking around fine. Weinstein now has accusations against him with Beckinsale when she was 17 and now a 16-year-old model. He's walking fine. So again, you tell me how great that fucking Me Too movement was. Excuse my French and Merry Christmas. All right, let's continue. IDT. I don't know what that means. Q's Johnny Nonsense. That's what I'm saying, MF. Merry Christmas from the UK, Jason. Well, thank you, Tina. Who killed Aaliyah? Good question. Did she just die of a plane crash? Was that a setup? Do you think somebody who's so sociopathic and a lie on television, like R. Kelly, isn't capable of something like that as well? I wonder. I'm not accusing him of anything, but when you're that big of a liar, when you're that big of a sociopath, when you always play the victim, when you trick yourself into doing so, when you're a serial pedophile, you're probably, capable of doing a lot of things. I'm not sure what Steinman's saying is a great film, but I was talking about some, maybe the Muppets Christmas Carol. It's a good one. Who is Alex Epstein? I don't know. Chris Sean, who's Alex Epstein? I know about Mark Epstein. Who's Alex? He must have watched it with my children tonight. I don't know what that means. Why I haven't taken James Alefantis' connection to Epstein and the Clintons. Doesn't it all fall in place? I mean, is there a Alefantis connection directly to Epstein? Because I would totally talk about that. I talked about James Alefantis on... what was it? On Mixed Martial Mindset on Monday with John Fitch on the MMA program. Because he randomly brought up a Pizzagate or whatever. And I said, look, here's some valid things. And I just, spent a couple minutes and saying, look, you need to look at this stuff because it is valid. I appreciate your investigations and journaling. Thank you, Zuzu Thorns. I appreciate you. Jeff Epstein is... Oh, come on. Here we go. See Richard Einstein. I can't read that. Like, not only is that all speculation, but it's over the top. It's violent. I'm sad that you thought that. Sup, Jay? Merry Xmas. Merry Xmas to you, Walter. Happy holidays to you and Karma. Happy holidays to you. Karma's the best. Karma is the best. I love her. She'll be here for Christmas morning with the girls. Burmis rocks Christmas. Woo! Merry Christmas from Belgium. Jason, to you and your family, and Karma, thank you so much. Jason, thank you so much for what you have been doing. I look forward to more great stuff from you in the next year. Love, you're straightforward, and you are. Cheers. And cheers to you. And by the way, I might as well ask while you're here, guys, aside from the whole documentary film thing, what I need you to do is come over and tweet this out. This is what I need you to tweet right out. Tweet her out. Retweet the pinned tweet. Let's not let Conor McGregor fight. Talk about violent rape. I mean, again, when you look at this thread, it's incredible that this may actually happen. It's upsetting on numerous levels. So there it is. Please retweet that. Tweet it to everybody that you know. Let's not encourage another violent rapist. Talk about a failure of the MeToo movement. This allegedly happened over a year ago, where he beat, raped, and sodomized a woman in front of witnesses. Okay? Forensically, the hotel room has been identified and examined by forensic experts. CCTV has been downloaded and they have spoken to staff. The woman has handed over her bloodstained clothing to Garde, and that is now being examined. All right? We're talking about a long list of mainstream articles and cover-up going on right now. That's another huge failure of the Me Too movement. Dirty Dershowitz, Weinstein, all this stuff. High level and terrible. Let's see. Burn down, hello weird. Jason, a tight brotherly hug for you. Jason Atwood is ready to do Skype interviews now. Home studio is complete. I've contacted Sean. I tweeted at him. I like Sean Atwood. He covers a lot of info. Listen, I'd talk to Sean. Please, tell him I want to talk to him. Tell him I'd love to do an interview. We can do a 30-minute or hour-long broadcast. I'm sure we have a lot to talk about. Do you believe Lazar and To the Stars were involved with Epstein? What the fuck are you talking about there, Smokescreen Stings? Is that anything? I've never heard that. Most think that the FBI raid was for Element 115. I think that's very conflated. And it was actually for a murder investigation. The documents show code words like pedophile. I've seen none of that stuff, Smokescreen. It sounds like a lot of contrived nonsense. Birdie campaigned with Weinstein. I bet he did. And AOC. Looking good, brah. Well, thank you, Media Bear. You look festive. Well, thank you, Bavarian wench. You sound festive. Good old... Nothing wrong with a little Bavarian wench around the Christmas times. You know what I'm saying? Mark my words. I do put pressure every day, and arrests are coming for this coup. Elizabeth, again, if arrests come, it's not because of a message board keyboard warrior. Okay? I'll just say that. That's all I'm going to say. Now we're saying that Sean Atwood is an MI6 agent. Whoa, there we go. What about Dylan? What's going on with this thing? Was taking pics in Nyland, got directions from a guy, thanked him, asked him his name, he said Dylan Avery. Said, wait, the Dylan Avery? Nice guy. Yeah, he just recently, when he was touring around to do that documentary. It's good stuff. Let's see, I'm going all the way to the bottom, because I think we're about to wrap it up, guys. I think this is it. I want to make sure I got everybody's super chat in. No. Zuzu Thomas. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so it's Christmas time. I absolutely love you guys. If you want to support me, you can thumbs this video up, you can sub, you can share. Obviously we don't do them out in the living room like this and usually Ask Me Anythings. It's a lot more studio based, but I thought this was going to be a fun one. You want to financially support me? I got the GoFundMe. The year is almost over. We will launch again on January 1st. I'm going to continue to pump out videos, may even do a Christmas video tomorrow, but again, I'm going to try to spend time with the kids, and I think that you should too. Oh, did I get one more super chat? I did. Who is that? Jeff Brady? Thank you, bro. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And Merry Christmas to everybody. So, we do a lot of things here. If you're not aware of the channel, I do big interviews. I do big deep dives. I talk about news nobody else does. And with your help, 2020 is going to be a big year, and we're going to just keep growing and exposing people. So, to the Adnan Khashoggis of the world, to the Clintons of the world, the Weinsteins, the Spaceys, the Gates, the Elon Musks, the tech giants that will hang out with guys like Epstein, and all the rest. Yeah, that's you, Acosta and Barr. We'll see you later, and Merry Christmas. Merry Creepy Christmas.